on Wreckreation Nation.
Let's shoot 'em all!
I join a deadly serious scenario paintball game and do everything I can to avoid being a casualty of fake war.
If you falter one bit, I will shoot you myself.
Then, recycling turns into high-stakes competition at the cardboard boat races.
How bad are you going to feel if you lose?
That's not going to happen.
That's out of the question.
No. And later, inventor Troy Herchebes shows us his real-life Iron Man suit.
That's killing knives. Like, look at that.
I'm Dave Mordo. I travel the country to see the ingenious, dangerous, and dubious ways Americans find to kill time. From adventurers to fanatics to guys who just like to fall on their heads. This is Wreckreation Nation. Over the past 25 years, paintball has become increasingly more and more popular across the country. So here in Punta Gorda, Florida, they've decided to put a new spin on an old war game.
3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to Scenario Paintball, a sport that takes this popular war game to the next level by immersing players in complex storylines with specific missions that teams must complete while they try to kill each other.
There is nothing like the adrenaline rush and the competition that you get out here when it's mano-a-mano, one-on-one.
It's all war. It's head-to-head. It's all about getting on that field, seeing the opponent, and whap!
Paintball is my passion. It's been my passion from the very first game, and it'll be until I'm in an old folks' home.
I enjoy just going out and having fun and hunting people.
Every game of Scenario Paintball needs, well, a scenario. A story the two teams are playing out as they battle. And the man behind the stories is Keith Warner.
We've done several scenarios. The first one was 300 Spartans. Then we did zombie survival. We did National Treasure. Our last game was Braveheart.
And what are we doing out here today, Keith?
You're going to be involved with the hunt for Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
So you're going to be looking for Bigfoot.
I didn't think Bigfoot existed.
Well, he does. You're going to find out today that he does.
Unlike standard paintball battles, shooting the enemy is only a small part of the game. The real challenge is accomplishing a series of objectives to prove Bigfoot's existence.
You're going to have to collect evidence of Bigfoot tracks, tufts of hair, capture Bigfoot on film. You're going to have to collect feces.
And if there's one man that can sniff out poop, it's General Scott, head of the yellow team. So why is it you do this? Oh, I guess that's why I do it.
That's why I do this. Running into a bush and knowing there's a guy on the other side and he knows you're there, there's nothing like that spike of adrenaline that says, oh, it's on now.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been playing for about 15 years now. I come to win. And I can grab these kids and I can convince them to do what I want them to do. And they follow.
But not all these soldiers come back from the front lines in one piece. Getting hit with paintball pellets traveling at 300 feet per second can do some serious damage.
I actually cracked my left kneecap completely in half.
Yeah. In 2-3 weeks, you're going to see them. 2-3 days, you're going to feel them.
And when I was real little, they shoot me real close right here. That's how I almost got the nickname Jelly Roll instead of Fuzzy.
Well, I'm glad you got fuzzy instead of jelly roll.
This isn't the friendliest sport. In fact, there are deep-seated rivalries that have festered over time.
So as a general, who is your biggest rival out here?
Hands down, Bill Bones.
That's the one you're after?
Hands down. He always flips the script. Every time I think he's going to do this, he don't do that. He does something else.
And you're going up against General Scott.
General Scott Olding, my biggest rival. General Scott's taken me to school a few times, but today's not going to be one of those days.
Not since G.I. Joe and Cobra Commander has one seen such a deadly face-off.
You've got to outthink him and outmaneuver him?
I've got to be 2 steps ahead of Bill at every turn of the game.
As scary as General Scott may be, I'd rather be on his team than face him in combat.
So you're going to let me play on your team?
Yep, we'll have to put you through Scott's paintball boot camp because we will not take slackers. When I tell you to do something, you're going to have to do it with no questions. If you falter one bit, I will shoot you myself.
All right. right, let's go.
All right.
So now that I understand the scenario and what paintball really is and a little bit of history on it, now I've got to go get suited up and apparently go through paintball boot camp.
Now that I have my paintball gear, it's off to meet with General Scott so he can complete my paintball training.
When I say run, you run. You don't say where, you run.
No asking questions,
No
just
asking
running.
questions. Remember what I said. Do
All
what I
right.
tell you or.
Okay.
Okay? First, I want to see you run in place. Let's see you get those knees up. You're hopping over palmetto bushes. Get them up. Get them up. Come on. Get your knees up.
I haven't ran since my vandalism days.
Okay.
Is that it?
No, we're just getting started. You're going to do some squats for me. I want to see you pop.
All the way down?
Remember, reflexes. Ready? Let's
I
do
have
it.
the reflexes of, like, the tectonic plates.
No, they got to be right there. They got to be right there. Pop!
You're going to hear something pop, all right. It's
All
going to
right.
be this knee.
Pop! There we go. There we go. Pop back up, okay? All right, come on up. I don't want to wear you out. Now, we've got to put the gun in your hand.
I can't wait to shoot the gun.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
You see that guy out there, the blue target on the right? You're going to give him a shot.
A little high.
Yeah, a little high. One thing you've got to remember with a paintball, it's not a bullet. It travels at an arc. You've got to deal with windage. Nice.
There we go, right in the head.
All right, now, flip the switch all the way down, and we are now full auto.
I'm tingling all over, you know that.
Let's do it.
Tell me when.
Go. All right.
That is absolutely amazing. You let the trigger go, and they're still going through the air.
Yep. When you're on the field and that judge says go, it's game face time. Everything is different.
I can't wait.
Coming up, I combine two of my favorite things, shooting guns and looking for poop.
That's real poop. You smell that.
That is real poop.
And later, I man up for my very first cardboard boat race.
I'm taking the place of a 13-year-old girl.
13-year-old girl. No.